or what?
All I came to get some Makita.
Makita cook. Get the side.
Come back around.
In the streets, I ain't never trust nobody. So now, years later, and I'm on doing some whole nutters, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, now I don't trust nobody. So I just feel like, oh, this is how I'm moving. I know I got people that don't like me. Plenty of, I don't even care. I don't even give a damn. That's what the whole thing is about. Like me, I don't give a damn about it. I'm finna keep on doing what I've been doing.
In the quiet moments before a storm, there's often calm. On November 17th, 2021, young Dolph, beloved rapper, community philanthropist, and father, stood inside Makita's homemade butter cookies in South Memphis, chatting with an employee, smiling casually, phone in hand. Surveillance footage from that day, recently played during the trial of his accused killers, reveals a haunting truth. He had no idea he was about to be ambushed. No fear, no paranoia, just a man getting his usual cookies. But outside, fate had already been set into motion. The footage, now viral in 2025, has reignited public interest and sparked fresh theories about what really happened. It shows Dolph in his final minutes before two gunmen, later identified as Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith, opened fire with ruthless precision. They arrived in a stolen white Mercedes-Benz, unleashed a barrage of bullets through the store window, and vanished. Dolph was hit 22 times. The community he loved and gave. Back to was left in shock, but the story didn't end there. It only began. The footage that changed everything. While still images had floated around social media since 2021, the full surveillance video was held until the courtroom showdown in September 2024, where it was used as a key piece of evidence in Justin Johnson's murder trial. The footage painted a gut-wrenching timeline. Dolph, calm and unarmed, moments from death. His brother Marcus Thornton was outside, caught off guard as the gunfire erupted. This wasn't just a shooting, it was an execution. The bakery staff member, seen fleeing toward the back, acted just seconds before chaos ripped through the glass. The video also shows something even more disturbing in hindsight, how routine it all felt. Dolph, who had once told the Breakfast Club he didn't trust anyone and knew plenty of people didn't like him, wasn't moving like a man in fear. Perhaps he'd become numb to threats after surviving multiple attempts on his life, including a 2017 shooting in Los Angeles, and another that year where over 100 bullets were fired at his SUV in Charlotte, North Carolina. He survived both. He even named a Project Bulletproof, a defiant message to his enemies. But this time, the bullets found their mark. The conspiracy unfolds, trials, testimonies, and a $100K bounty. 3 years later, in 2024, the courtroom trial lifted the curtain on a far more sinister plot. This wasn't just street beef. Prosecutors argued it was a calculated hit involving several players. Most shocking was the allegation that Anthony Big Jook Mims, the brother of fellow Memphis rapper Yo Gotti, had put out a $100,000 bounty on Dolph's head. Though Big Jook hasn't been charged, the courtroom testimony sent shockwaves through the hip-hop world. The motive? Years of bad blood. Dolph famously rejected a record deal from Gotti's CMG label, choosing instead to build his own empire, Paper Route Empire. That decision reportedly triggered friction that spilled into the public eye through diss tracks, social media jabs, and violent encounters. From 100 shots to play with Yo Bitch, Dolph wasn't shy about who he was talking about. The feud escalated. Further in 2017, when CMG artist Black Youngsta filmed himself in Dolph's neighborhood strapped up, hunting for his rival, the tension between Paper Route Empire and CMG became less about rap and more about survival. But what stunned courtroom observers the most was Cornelius Smith's testimony. After flipping and cooperating with the prosecution, he revealed he only received $800 for his role in the murder. The absurdly low payout led many to believe the shooters were mere pawns, expendable foot soldiers in a larger, murkier power play. Hernandez Govan and the trial ahead. If Big Jook is the alleged financier, Hernandez Govan is said to be the mastermind. Court documents name him as the orchestrator of the hit, the man behind the planning. He reportedly declined a plea deal in December 2024 and is scheduled to stand trial on July 28, 2025. All eyes will be on that courtroom, where Govan's trial might finally peel back the last layer of a conspiracy that claimed the life of one of Memphis's brightest stars. Why is Govan so important? Prosecutors believe he's the link between those who wanted Dolph dead and those who carried it out. In many ways, Govan's upcoming trial could either solidify the current narrative or flip it on its head. For fans, for Dolph's family, and for a city still mourning, this trial isn't just about justice, it's about truth. Mia J., systemic failure, and the fight for legacy. In the wake of Dolph's death, His longtime partner Mia J stepped forward not just in grief, but in purpose. Her heartbreak mirrored her previous loss, her brother, murdered in 2020. Speaking out, she criticized a justice system that allowed violent repeat offenders to remain on the streets. "He was on his 5th offense when he took my brother's life," she said in a 2023 interview, drawing a chilling parallel to Dolph's killer. How are you even outside with a record like that? In her pain, she found mission. Mia launched Black Men Deserve to Grow Old, a campaign focused on ending cycles of violence and uplifting communities. She spoke with raw honesty about Dolph being her soulmate, about wanting to grow old with him, about their children who now had to grow up without a father. "We talked about soulmates," she said. "God aligned us for purpose. I just wish we had more time." Her movement has grown since 2021, evolving into a broader call for justice, healing, and reform. It's not just about stopping the next shooting. It's about ensuring men like Dolph, fathers, sons, leaders, have the right to live long, impactful lives. Lana cemented in tragedy young Dolph wasn't just a rapper. He was a blueprint, an independent powerhouse who refused major label deals so he could own his masters. A street poet who turned struggle into strength. A local hero who gave away turkeys on holidays, paid rent for single moms, and handed out school supplies. His music told the story of survival, hustle, and rising up. And yet, like so many others who made it out, he didn't get to grow old. As the newly released footage makes its rounds, it's easy to see why the internet can't stop talking. This isn't just about what we lost, it's about how we lost him. A man targeted not just by enemies in the streets, but by systemic failures and cultural rifts that run deep in America. In the end, young Dolph's final moments are a reminder. Life can change in an instant. Legacies can be built on, principles, and even in death, some voices refuse to be silenced. Rest in power, King of Memphis.